Okay.
All right, we good?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for jumping on this call tonight. I am Krista Saxon. If you don't know me, I've been with Plexus for 6 years now this month. Oh, and just a reminder, if you hop on, just if you could mute yourself, otherwise we might get some background noise. But yeah, 6 years, which is absolutely crazy when I think about it, but I've never looked back once, and it's just been a very unexpected blessing in our life, both for product-wise and business opportunity, which I was not expecting. I was not looking for a business opportunity, but it just turned into one. So with that being said, we just want to kind of go over some things that we think would be really helpful for you if you are a new ambassador, or maybe you're just kind of starting the business for the first time, or maybe you have been with Plexus for a while but just need a good refresher. So Joran and Sandra and I are all going to share a little bit tonight. I'm going to start, and if you have any questions, go ahead and either type them in the chat, or you can ask them along the way or at the end. We are recording this, so you can always share it with your teams as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I'm going to talk about our virtual office. Make sure that this is correct. Nope, not that one. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay. All right, let me just minimize this so I don't see me. Okay, so if you are new and you're wondering, okay, how do everybody talks about virtual office, how do I get into my virtual office? What does that even mean? Basically, this is gonna be kind of your hub for where you do everything in your business side, shopping, whether you want to change your subscription, edit it, things like that. So basically, you just go to plexusworldwide.com, and then you can do this from your phone or your computer. We're just going to sign in really quick. Hopefully my internet is fast. And it's going to look like the exact same screen when it first pops up, which is totally fine. If you go either up here, you can click virtual office, or if you go over here, you can click on your virtual office here. And this is going to take you to your dashboard, kind of your landing page for, again, for your business. And I just want to point out a few things that I want you to be aware of in your virtual office. So first of all, your dashboard, just some quick overviews. Right here is going to show you that your subscription, if it's a thumbs up, it means your subscription is on. If it's a thumbs down, it means you've turned off your subscription. It's going to tell you the next time that it's going to process. So mine's going to process on June 1st, and it's an order of 234 PV, which we'll talk about later. Right here, it just shows me what my current PV is, and Joran's going to talk about commission based off of PV, how you can get some money back. And then right here is going to be if you have team members, if you have anybody that has signed up underneath you as an ambassador, that's going to be in your points and rank. And again, we'll kind of cover what that means. The other thing I want you to be aware of on this home screen is the training and support calendar. And this is, if you just click on it, it's going to take you to the Plexus calendar, and it's going to show you all of the upcoming training calls for
Krista,
that.
I don't think I'm seeing what you're pointing out.
Okay, let's see. Are you seeing my dashboard right now?
I'm actually still on like the account page.
Shoot. Let's see. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Oh, it paused. What happened? How is it your screen sharing? Let's see. Is that working?
I'm looking at your subscription page.
Oh, you know what? I shared the wrong screen. Okay, sorry.
No worries.
We will go back. Okay, let me just make sure that it's up. Sorry, you're probably like, what is she talking about? And of course now it's spinning. Okay, now is my dashboard showing? Okay, all right. So again, just really quick, this just kind of shows you where you're at subscription-wise, your PV, if you have any ambassadors underneath you, and then right here is going to be your training calendar. So if you click on this, it's going to bring up a new window, and it's going to show you all of the upcoming training calls that Plexus is offering. And 6 years in, I still listen to as many training calls as I can, just because they're wonderful information. They're done by some by corporate, some by our ambassadors themselves. So great information if you're trying to figure out where to start. The other things that I want to point out are under the training center. If you are a brand new ambassador, this is made specifically for you. New ambassadors start here. If you click on it, it's going to go to a landing page for brand new ambassadors. And I love it how they have broken it down into your first 3 days. Again, if you've been around Plexus for a while, it's okay. You can still check it out. And it's going to be exactly the information that you need to know in your first few days getting started with Plexus, and some really helpful resources for you. So definitely check that out, even if you've been around for a while. Also in Training Center, if you look under Resource Library, this is going to be more helpful information for you if you want to, check out some product training. If you want to check out, how do you recruit someone? How do you get them started? And just additional information. So definitely check those out. Very helpful information. And then under Sharing Plexus, if you click on Latest and Greatest, it's going to bring up our online or our digital catalog. So I used to order these and mail them out to people, and then I realized how much money I was spending doing that. So now if somebody's really interested in wanting like just good overall information, I will send them the digital catalog because it has kind of everything at their fingertips if they want to check it out. So that is under Latest and Greatest. And then products, let's say someone asks you, what are the ingredients in Slim, or what is Slim designed for? You can go under products, and this is going to show you almost every single one of our products has an information sheet. I actually think all of them do now. You can click on any of these icons and you'll see the ones that say like information sheet, and you can like Vital Biome, product information sheet. You can click on that and then send someone the link, and that's going to give them the information sheet for that specific product. So again, great information, especially if somebody really wants to know all the details behind a product. You don't have to know everything. 6 years in, I still have questions about products. And then finally, if you are wanting to place a manual order, you can just click on Shop right here, and it's going to pull up all of the products, the combinations, the trial packs, the sample packs, and you can add those to a new order. And of course, it's being slow, but again, it's going to pull up all of the products so you can see them. And then the last thing I want to talk about in Virtual Office is your specific account information. So if you click on your initials up here and then just click on My Account, it will pull up all the information, your password, your contact information. If you need to edit it at any time, if you need to change your credit card, you can pull that information up right here. You can change your subscription, change the date, change the products that are in it simply by clicking on View and Edit. You can change the date there. And if you are wondering what your order history is, just click on My Orders. And then this is where it's really helpful. Like my order, for whatever reason, was taking forever to get here the other day. So I just kept clicking on the tracking information, and it will bring up a new page for UPS and give you that tracking information. So that's kind of all I wanted to share about Virtual Office. If you guys have any questions, again, you can go ahead and either ask me or ask on the chat right now, or ask your upline. The other thing that I want to show you is on Facebook. So I'm sure your sponsor, your upline, has added you to our Facebook groups. And these are kind of our team pages. Sorry, my computer is acting up a little bit. So our team pages are awesome because this is our like diamond leaders, our jewel leaders. Maybe your sponsor has a team page, and this is just a great way that you're going to get information, whether it's corporate information, team trainings, giveaways, product information, things like that. So you want to be a part of at least one team page. The other group pages that you should check out are corporate sponsored group pages, and these are brand new that they have come out with in the last couple of weeks with great training specifically designed for new ambassadors and recruiting different people. So the first one is Plexus New Ambassador Academy, and again, this is corporate led. This is not led by any of our ambassadors. If you are on your computer or on your phone, you can do this either way, but if you just click on units, it's going to give you kind of unit by unit how you should start. So you should just, if you're brand new checking it out, start here for sure, it says, and then just keep going through it. So again, step-by-step information of how to be successful starting out in the business. And maybe even if you're kind of like, I don't know if I really want the business, it's still something to check out because they still have great content in here. And then lastly, the other page that you might want to check out is, it's called Plexus Work From Home. And these are pages that any ambassador can join. Oops. And this Plexus Work From Home, you can invite any potential who is interested in working the business or who's interested in learning more about the business. They pretty much post a couple of videos or testimonies each day talking about the business, how people have become successful in the business, how people have kind of worked this business. And so if you're talking to someone and they're interested but they're not ready to jump in yet, add them to the Plexus Work From Home page and let them know that there's a couple calls each day or a couple live videos every day, and they can check them out. And if they can't be on the live, they can always go back and rewatch them. So if you scroll down, you can just see they have kind of video after video of opportunities. So those are the pages that you definitely want to check out if you are brand new and wanting to know more information. So now I'm going to pass it over to Sandra, who is going to talk about some more things. Oh, let me stop sharing my screen. There we go.
Okay. Thanks, Krista. You always are just such a good talker. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Oh, now you're muted.
Okay, alrighty. Sorry, we had just a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we're back. I'm so sorry for the music interlude. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly talk about a couple things. One huge thing that I just love about Plexus is that you can work from home, and you can actually go out of the house to work also, and it could be your side gig or it could be your main gig. You can work from home with kids and bring in income. So it's just been such a blessing to my family. I've been with Plexus since 2016, and I was staying home with my son after he was born, and I needed to bring in some income. And I also, wasn't ready to go back to work. I wasn't sure if I wanted to leave. And so this just made it really easy for me. I loved the products, but I needed to help financially if I wanted to continue on. I don't have migraines anymore. I don't have severe bloating. There's just, the list goes on and on that I can't quit. So I'm going to bring in some income to help pay for those products. So basically it's pretty simple. I remember starting out, I just said, can you just tell me how to do it? How do I bring in income so that I can cover my products? And that was kind of where my head was at first. And so I was told basically it's anywhere between like 3 to 5 customers and or ambassadors to really help cover your own purchases. This month is really super cool. We have an extra incentive going on that helps you actually make more bonuses for signing a certain amount of people up. So when I first started, I knew that my sister would join me, my cousin, and I had some people in mind right away. And what's really cool is when you sign up 3 people wholesale, meaning the way that we're all signed up on this call as an ambassador, you actually hit the first rank, which is called silver, and you make $100 bonus for going silver. On top of that, you make what's called a business building bonus. Right now, this month is a little bit different depending on which welcome pack someone buys, but I'm just going to refer to it as what it normally is. It's normally you make a $25 bonus on every level 1 that you sign. So anybody that joins directly underneath you. So you make $25 on each one. So if you sign up 3 people and you make the $100 plus you make 25 on each welcome pack. So that's 75. So now you're at 175. And then on top of that, this month, Plexus is actually giving out an extra bonus when you sign up 3. It's called, I wrote notes because I knew this would happen. It's called Enroll and Earn. And so when you sign up 3 people, you get an additional $100. So if you're a brand new ambassador, you're going to not only make the 100 for enrolling 3 ambassadors, you're going to make an extra 100 for enrolling the 3. And then you're going to make that 25 on each pack. And then you're also going to make what's called commission from what we call Plexus points. And I won't get into too much of that because I still am learning. But what I learned like early on is as you make money, you learn how you made that money. And you can kind of go in your back office and look at like, okay, where did that $25 come from? And you can click on it and you'll figure it out. But it's called Plexus points, and every ambassador is worth a certain amount of points to you. I'll just use levels 1 to 3 as an example. So anybody that signs up under you directly is called your level 1. I'm going to make points off all of my level 1s that are continuously ordering every month 100 PV or that join in that current month. It's called, they're actually giving points out in your first month. I won't get into what they were doing before. I'm just going to not try to confuse you, but so those are all the ways that you can make money on adding people to your team. So the other cool thing is if you go on to add 3 more, there's another incentive. It's another 250. So, and it does stack. It's a max of 350. So you can't like continue on after the 6 and make the additional bonus, the $100 bonus and the 300 or the 250. So I'm probably confusing you more than I'm not on my A game tonight. So I'll just use me as an example. Last month, I've been doing the business now for 4 years, and things are just kind of turning a corner and people are really looking to get healthy. And I was able to sign up, I think it was 8 people. And so I made the 100 from the 3 plus all my business building bonuses. And then I made another extra 250 from signing 3 more and up to 6. So that actually helps me cover more than my products. And then as time went on, I wanted to make more, of course. I mean, who doesn't need extra cash? Everyone needs extra cash. If you're saying you don't want extra cash, you're lying. So as I went on in the business, I thought, oh my gosh, I just covered my products. So what if I could make $500 a month? And then I did. And then I was like, what if I could make $800 a month? And then I did. And it just kept growing. And Lord willing, it'll continue growing. So it's just, and I was also the person that said, no, I can't do this. No one's going to join me. I'm weird, awkward socially, which a little bit is true, as you're seeing on this call. But I said that, and I hated sales. I actually worked at Victoria's Secret for way too long in the beauty department. So I was like spraying people coming down the mall, you know, trying to get them to buy all this stuff they didn't need. I was horrible at it, and I hated it. So I thought, oh, I'm not good at this. I won't be able to be good at this. And everyone can succeed, and that's why it's important you reach out to your sponsor and all these things that Krista shared with you. So let me make sure I'm following my notes here. Okay. Okay, so that incentive is going on this month. So enrolling people, and on top of that, we have all the incentives with the 10% off welcome packs, plus the enroll fee is only $9.95 right now, which is crazy awesome. And I'm actually offering to like kick that back to anybody that joins me in May, because I'm making a bonus on every welcome pack, because I'm making that extra bonus when I hit that 3. So financially, it makes sense to help them out too. You don't have to do that, but you can. Okay, and then the other thing I was going to talk about was the perks program with Plexus. This is really brand new to all of us in the last few months. Basically, you get paid to have a subscription on, and for it to run every month at least 100 PV, which is personal volume. And Jordan will get into that a little bit later, but it's almost equal to the dollar amount. It's less, a little bit less. So you have an order set up. You know that you're gonna need those products. I'll use Triplex, for example. I can't live without Triplex. Can't live without any of them, but let's just narrow it down. So my Triplex runs every month. I need my probiotics. I need my daily cleanse. I need my Slim. And that is, I'm not sure how much the PV is for that, but I know it's 100 plus. So every month, just because I'm getting the products that I'm going to take every single day, I'm going to rack up what we call Plexus perks. And so depending on where you set your subscription, if you're anywhere between 100 and 149 PV, again, that's like the amount in products that you have in that bundle, you're going to make 100 perk credits. And then if you're 150 to 199, you're going to have 150 perk credits. And that's per month, every time your subscription runs. And they stack. So for example, I buy for all my kids and my husband. So, you know, my subscription is usually over 200, sometimes 300 PV, depending. And that was stacking for a while. So last month, or the month prior, I was able to get our skincare line, Joyome, for free. Just added it to my subscription and it came to my house, and it was beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It goes on your subscription and you don't pay for anything. So, and then if you have a 200 to plus subscription, you will get 200 perk credits. And again, if you're not using them, they're going to add up. And then when you go to use them, I'm going to share my screen really quick and show you where to find that. The other thing that's really cool is you get 250 perk credits for welcome packs. So anybody that joins you is going to get that 250 right away, which is cool and super rewarding for them, because they can go in and find something to add to their subscription the very first month they're with Plexus. So let me pull up not my music. Let's not do that. Okay, I think this is the right one. Okay, yes. Okay, so here's your main screen. If you scrolled this, so sorry, when you first go in, you're gonna be in your account, like Krista showed you. So you just click on the menu. Actually, you can click on here, or you can come over here to, can you see this? Okay, just make sure before okay, you're gonna click on Virtual Office, and then you're gonna be in what's called your dashboard. It's kind of like everything you need to see, like in your car, you know, where everything that's important. There she is. Okay, so we're in the dashboard. So you're actually gonna scroll down here, and it's right here. It says Plexus Perks. I actually already went in and I wanted to use some of my perks towards my next my next subscription, I want free collagen. So it's not going to show you how many I had, but even after I put my collagen in, that's how much I had racked up. And here's what I have left here. And again, the following month, when your subscription is set still and it runs, you're going to just continually add to this amount. And then it says total perk credits to earn this month. So this is how many I'm getting this month. This is how many I have in my balance. You click here and it will take you to your menu, basically. It'll tell you how many perks everything is like almost like in cost. So I just click on redeem perks, and then you get to scroll down here and pick what you want. So when I had enough in there for my next subscription, I clicked on this. I don't think it'll let me click on it if I don't have enough. You click on this, and then basically it's going to add it to your next subscription, and you'll get it whenever that runs. So that is basically it. Honestly, for me, it was just a reward to us for being consistent. Being consistent is huge. Subscriptions are huge. When I don't have mine on and what I need in it, I am like, how did I run out of Biocleanse? You know, and just for you to be able to feel your best, be consistent on your products, you get rewarded for it. So that is my spiel. Jordan, you missed the music that I decided to play for the whole group. And it was interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand it off.
I've been here the whole time.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. Jordan is a lot more clear in her words.
I'm not as funny though. So, you know, that's why we're a good team.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for that. Thank you for all that great info. I do love perks too. I think it's the coolest thing. I haven't spent mine yet, and I think I'm up to like 700 or something. So I don't know what to get. I'm so like that. Like if I have a gift card, I'll like hang on to it forever because I'm like, I want to spend it on the perfect thing, and I need to just spend them. So anywho, so I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about points. And I don't know, like Sandra and Krista, how you guys feel, but I feel like points maybe is one of the hardest things to understand or to explain to somebody who's new. So I'm going to try to make it as simple as I can. Points have to do with how we get paid. So basically, every ambassador on your team in your levels 1 through 7 will count for points for you. And what that means is when they are ordering at least 100 PV, that's the magic number, that's the minimum. When they're ordering 100 PV, you are going to receive points for them. And I'll explain how those points translate into dollars here in a minute. But when they order, you're going to get points. So what that means is, I'm going to give you an example. So Sandra is my level 1. Level 1 just means I signed her up. She's right underneath me. Okay. So when Sandra places her 100 PV order or has customers on her team that are ordering from her, creating, 100 PV minimum, I'm going to earn 5 pay points for her. Okay. When somebody under her orders, then I'm going to earn pay points for them as well. And so that's how you sort of start to begin to build up pay points, is that you get paid on all those people in your organization. Now, if those people don't have 100 PV, let's say they have 96 PV, then nobody is getting paid on their orders at all. So that's why that 100 PV is the magic number. That's what we want everybody to hit. That's why it's so great that we have so many different options. We have skincare, we have the collagen, we have supplements, we have weight loss, stuff, we have shakes. It's because there's so many different options that people have to hit that 100 PV. Okay, so how do those points translate into money? So what's really cool about Plexus is that we get paid in actual money. I don't know if you guys know this, but in a lot of other companies, you get paid in product or in product credit. And we get paid in cold, hard cash. If you have not yet set up your Plexus pay portal, that's something that you'll want to do. We can definitely help you with that. That's not on the agenda tonight to show you how to do that, but it's pretty easy to go into your back office and link it to your bank account. I'm sure that's how Krista and Sandra do it. We just have it linked right up to our account so that when we get paid, it goes directly in there. So how your points transfer into actual money is it ends up being roughly about $3, give or take a little bit, $3 per pay point. So if, like I said, if Sandra orders her 100 PV, then I'm going to make approximately $15 for those 5 pay points. Okay, 5 pay points times approximately $3. So that $3 is give and take a little bit. The company, it depends on, what type of month they had. It depends on, how they're adjusting and setting that pay point, but it always falls within that range. And I don't know about you girls, but I never even really seem to notice a huge difference in the pay points. It always kind of seems like it's very similar. So another really great way that we make pay points is on welcome packs, which is pretty amazing. So when, let's say I sign up a new ambassador, okay? So I actually signed up somebody yesterday and she bought a $99 welcome pack, which right now is on sale for $89, which is awesome, but she bought a welcome pack, okay? I'm going to make 5 pay points on her order. So that translates into roughly $15. Like I said, I'm going to make a $20 bonus, a welcome pack bonus on her order. Okay. And so between those two things, I'm making about $35 just on that initial order. And then, when she orders next month and hits that 100 PV, I'm going to get paid another $15 on, or approximately 5 pay points, approximately $15 on that order. We also get paid 5 pay points. It's for any welcome pack. So whether they get the smaller one at $99 or the larger one at $199, we are going to make the pay points on that. And that goes down your levels as well. So you're going to make pay points, the same amount of pay points based upon what level they are to you. And I don't have that in front of me, but I think it's, isn't it 5 pay points? Girls, you can nod if I'm right. 5 pay points in your first 3 levels, and then it goes down to 4, and then 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. So in your first 3 levels, you're making those same 5 pay points. So when I sign a new girl, or guy, then Sarah, who is above me, is going to get paid 5 pay points or approximately $15 on that new person. So that's kind of how pay points work. As you can see, this is network marketing. So if I sign somebody up and then they sign somebody up, it's easy to see how those points can really start to quickly add up as people are signing up new people. And especially when we have months like this where we have big sign up promotions, if our team is signing up 20 people in a month, that is going to be an extra an extra 100 pay points for us, because that's multiplying times 5 just on those welcome packs. So the pay points really do add up, and it's an amazing way to get paid. And, as your business grows, you're going to start to see that most of your income will actually come from the pay points on your team, more so than your personal sales, for the most part. So that's kind of an exciting thing to see. Once it's kind of like a snowball, and once it gets rolling and you get, a large number of points, you're going to make a lot of money back on people that are in your downline, just on their orders. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is PV. So that stands for your personal volume, and Sandra touched on that a little bit. But basically, like I said, the magic number for PV is 100. That's what you need the people on your downline to have, but that's also what you need to have in order to make a commission. So if I want to make a commission on any of my products or my customers' products, I have to reach that 100 PV mark. So for example, if I were to decide I'm not going to order this month. I have too much product. And then I only had one customer ordering a bag of Slim. That would only put me at 73 PV, and I would not be qualified to make any commission because I have to hit 100 PV. So you definitely need to hit 100 PV every month in order to earn commission. And then once you hit 100 PV, anywhere from 100 to 499 PV, you're going to make 15% commission back on that volume. And then once you hit $500, anything above that, you're making 25% commission off that volume. Okay. That doesn't take into account your preferred customer bonuses, which are specific numeric amounts that you get paid on each individual product. So your commissions will really stack up on your customer orders. So, you know, customers are great. Like, it can be really tempting when we have these amazing sign-up deals to sign everybody up as an ambassador, but customers are your bread and butter, and you actually, in many cases, you make a better commission off of starting people as customers. So that's always a good route to go as well. So PV, like Sandra said, it's usually a little bit less than the actual cost of the product. It just varies from product to product, and you can find, you'll always see in the back office, you'll see the price listed, and then right underneath that, you'll see the PV. Super important, if you have people that, like Sandra pointed out, are wanting to keep their perks, or, you know, they're wanting to commission qualify, it's very important that they know the difference between the actual cost of the product and PV. Because I've had people sometimes go, okay, I placed my 100 PV order. Well, no, they placed a $100 order and their PV was like 90. And so we don't want that to happen. We want to make sure that everybody hits that 100 mark. Okay, any questions at all? Or do you girls want to chime in at all on points or PV? Was there anything that I missed there that you would want to add? Anything that you guys can think of?
No, I think you explained it really well.
Oh, thanks. Okay, cool. Well, then in that case, let's do a giveaway. So I see that we have, I think, mostly ambassadors on the call tonight. So I know we were going to do a gift card giveaway. Krista, are we opening this up to any ambassadors that are on the call tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, awesome. So, except maybe for us that are leading it. Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So, we're going to give away a $10 Amazon card. So, in order to be entered, all I need you to do is in the next minute, you have 60 seconds, hop on the chat, which you can click on by clicking participants at the bottom of your screen. Hop on the chat, and you can click the chat button. And I'm going in there now, and I'm just going to say, what was one thing you learned tonight? Okay, answering that question gets you an entry into our giveaway. I'll give you guys like a minute to hop on there and answer that. And then I'm curious to hear what was new information for you or what you learned. And so just take a second and answer that question there in the chat. And while we're waiting on that, if anybody wants to hop in and ask a question or share something, we are all ears. So feel free to hop on if you have anything to say, or if you just want to rant about quarantine, we're here for that too. Sandra, you stop recording. The only thing I would wrap up by saying is thank you so much for being on the call, and we appreciate you guys taking the time out of your night. I hope that you learned something, or if something to pass along to your team. I know we recorded, so we've got some people who are going to be watching the replay. But thanks for being on tonight. And
I was going to add just one more thing.
Yeah,
I would say my biggest piece of advice is, if you don't know it, just ask your sponsor. And if your sponsor isn't super helpful, which I'm sure that's not the case, you can go above that sponsor until you get your answer, because you're really not expected to know anything. So at least that's what I tell my ambassadors. Just try not to be scared or feel overwhelmed like you have to learn it all on your own. And really use your sponsor.
Awesome.
And that's all.
Yeah, I agree. Or even your sponsor's sponsor, you know, because we're all here together and we're all here to help. So definitely feel free to reach out, or your sidelines, you know, that's what we're here for. So if you're new to network marketing and you're not sure what a sideline is, it just means that you're kind of all part of like a larger team, but you might not directly be like underneath each other. So for example, Krista and I are both under Sarah Price. So we're like a sideline. We're on different legs, if that makes sense.